How's your money mindset doing during this pandemic? Are you right up there? I'm going to nail this, or are you starting to doubt a little bit your ability to keep your head in the game, to keep focused and committed to your business? Well, in this video, I want to address that, albeit briefly, because it is a huge subject. Your money mindset is probably the most important thing that's going to keep you going over the next few months. My name is Gwyneth, and I support, I coach, I work with ambitious women entrepreneurs who want financial freedom. And I know what I'm talking about when I say how important it is to really work on your money mindset every single day. One of the issues that we have is that we base our money mindset on the past. So I want to talk today about three things. First of all, where does your money mindset come from? Second of all, obstacles, how to kind of overcome them in a very straightforward process. And third of all, about recommitting to your business and, like I said, keeping your head in the game so that you stay focused and feel fabulous over the next few months. So number one, where do your money beliefs even come from? Well, they come from right from when you were small, right from every time you were told potentially that you couldn't have that ice cream or that piece of chocolate, or there wasn't money to go out to the cinema, or whatever treats you wanted at Christmas time. I haven't got the money, we can't afford it, money doesn't grow on trees. If you're of my generation, I remember my grandparents at Christmas time in particular. We used to go there before Christmas, and we would be given this thing. They call it the book. It was a catalogue, a mail order thing where we were allowed to choose a couple of items for our Christmas presents, and it was a big deal. And like I said, we were always taught, save your money for a rainy day, don't waste your money, don't buy things that are unnecessary. There were a few treats, of course there were, but in general it was, we can't waste money. Money shouldn't just be splashed around. It's not a never-ending stream, and all those things. And because when you're small, you've got this emotional reaction, this emotional response to what's going on around you, you believe everything you hear and take it into your adulthood, where then, like I said, if something negative comes up, you remember potentially the fear, you remember the pain of not being able to have what you want, you remember being told about money, and how money behaved and how money reacted to you and all of those things. But you are basing your money beliefs, your money mindset, on memories, on what happened in the past, and they are not indicative of what is going to happen in the future. On a larger scale, I hear a lot of people speaking about the financial recession. They compare to what's happening now to other recessions, the end of the 90s in the last century, and all those types of things. And people quite literally talk themselves into this negative financial mindset that, there is only one way to go, and that's down. It's very difficult. So the first thing about your money mindset, every time a negative thought comes up, ask yourself, where did that come from? Is that based on truth? And frequently it's not. Frequently it is just a memory, and you are superimposing your past onto your present and into your future. So stop it. It's quite simple. Now, the second thing is to realize which obstacles you are putting in your way. What are the real obstacles, what are the real problems, and what are things that you're just kind of making up because of your previous money mindset. Well, when you have an obstacle, for example the pandemic, the obstacle is there, it's very big, there's nothing I can do about it. But if you kind of drill it down a little bit and look at, what are the problems actually caused by the pandemic? Well, some people can't pay for my products or my services anymore. Some people won't want to. A lot of people are being more careful. They're saving for the future. Especially, people might be losing their job. They're not willing to spend money on coaching or any kind of products, as we're coming up to Christmas, or they want to do something special for Christmas for the family. There's all sorts of stuff going on, but if, like I said, if you first of all take the obstacle and drill it down, chunk it down into specific problems, then the obstacle already becomes smaller. Now when you've then got the problems, reframe them so that they become outcomes. People won't spend their money. Why won't they spend money? Because they're potentially afraid of what the future will bring. How can I therefore make them feel better? How can I speak to them in such a way? And by the way, I'm not talking about unethical selling. I am not talking about pressurizing people into spending money where they shouldn't be spending money. I'm talking about you finding a way to still connect emotionally, psychologically with the people that you want to sell to. So you've got your obstacle, the pandemic, you've got your problems. That is, people don't want to spend money right now. What could I be doing about it? What's the outcome that I would love? I'd love to be able to show these people how to change their money mindset. What could I be doing to my offers, to my services, to my products? Could I be adding additional value? Could I actually be making things smaller? Could I be splitting it down to make it more financially attractive? I'm not talking either about you discounting in any way, because once you go down in price, it's very difficult to go up. But potentially, if you've got packages of things, either you can add value to them, or maybe you want to split them out so it makes it easier for people to actually come and work with you, particularly if you're a service provider. Are there payment plan options that you haven't yet thought about that you could be putting out there? So look at the obstacle, transform it into a problem. Find a solution to that problem, look at the outcome that you want to, and then decide on what action you could be taking to actually help people get through whatever it is you want them to get through. And thirdly, recommit to you and your business. Now, when I say recommit, I'm a big believer in writing your goals down. I'm a big believer in, we can actually do whatever we want to. The breakthrough in neuroscience over the past 5-10 years has been absolutely spectacular. We give up too easily. There are several things that you can do to recommit to your business. First of all, write down your goals. Now, use one of these or a pencil and a piece of paper. There's a huge amount of science that, when you get it out of your brain and onto paper, it's going to make it easier for your brain, your mind, to help you actually achieve what it is you want to achieve. Your brain wants clarity. Your brain wants 1, 2, 3. Your brain doesn't want confusion. If it's going around and around in your brain, then it's likely to get confused. Get it out of your brain and onto paper. Write down your goal. The second thing that you should be doing is to potentially read out that goal 2 or 3 times a day. Just read it out loud so that you feel good about your goal. Now, something else that you can do, and this is something I learned from John Ashraf, who's absolutely brilliant. If you are interested in neuroscience, go and check out his website, is to actually, as you're reading, put your finger across the words so that you're actually creating an emotion as you are reading. So it's write it down, read it out loud, and then actually feel the words and start feeling good. Because by doing that, you're actually creating a new neural pathway. You're creating a different emotion about your goals, about your money, about your business. And when we create new ways of doing things, we create new habits over a certain amount of time. When we have those new habits, they become behaviors. When we have set behaviors, they become our everyday reality, our everyday life. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, has to be said. In general, it will take about 30 days for you to actually start feeling different about your goals when you are undertaking these mindset activities. And it can take anywhere between 66 days and an entire year for those habits to become so entrenched and reinforced in your being that they actually become an unconscious behavior. But believe me, it has got to be worth it, because you are worth it. And because if you are as passionate about your business as I am about my business, I know that you're going to want to do everything to keep your money mindset positive, forward thinking, in the game, ready to nail it, ready to go into 2021, ready to continue to serve others, to provide your offer to others as you have done up until now. Now, if you believe that you are ready to take the next step in this whole money mindset game, I'd love to invite you to a VIP half-day one-to-one intensive with me online on Zoom, so that we can look at your specific money mindset. We can look at your specific beliefs, and I will give you a plan to get over them. We will also look at your offer, how you stack your offer, like I said, potentially so that you can provide more value to people. And most importantly, we're going to be looking at what you charge, so that you don't have a sales conversation where afterwards you feel, oh, you know, I've given them too much, I've over delivered and I've undercharged. And by the same token, oh golly, you know, they didn't sign up, I wonder if I'm overcharging. So all of those things that we will be talking about in this half-day VIP one-to-one intensive. I'm going to put a link in the comments so that you can take a look at everything that is included. And like I said, I'd love to invite you to come and join me for this one-to-one VIP half-day intensive, money mindset, stacking your offer, and making sure that you are charging what you're worth. And if you haven't already done so, I'd also love to invite you to come and join my Facebook group for ambitious women entrepreneurs who want financial freedom. On that note, here comes my Twinkle, my little dog. On that note, stay safe, stay healthy, keep washing your hands, keep doing the social distancing thing. Loads of love, and bye for now.